Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Professionally, and let's continue this very important playlist English Grammar from Zero, Lesson 12. Okay? Really, let's remember what we studied earlier and we'll have more practice. Okay? Good. You know that I can say that we go ahead slowly but very effectively, so it's often so. Okay, let's remember this structure. So you can say you'd like to plus verb. For example, I see you'd like to live here, and want to plus verb. For example, my brother wants to study in another place. My aunt wants to sell her house. I prefer to learn English here. She teaches maths, she teaches mathematics. Yeah, we add as. I like to read a book in English, yeah? And also pay attention to articles and prepositions. Articles and prepositions, it's really very important. My brother would like to try to do it. Two, it's okay, yeah. We see two times, but it's okay. I'd like to talk to you. So we can say talk to, talk with. Is like speak to, speak with, it's the same. So all these things are correct. And I'd like to talk about politics, about this problem, and don't confuse talk with such verbs as say and tell. I'd like to say it. I'd like to say. Your lessons really help. I'd like to tell you your lessons help me a lot. I'd like to tell you everything. I'd like to fly to New York. We'd like to invite you to the party. I'd like to have my own business. Okay? So, I'd like to hear this story. I'd like to listen to this song. We say listen to. I don't buy any newspapers or magazines. I read them online. You know that normally we use any in negative sentences and questions. She works a lot. Yeah? We know that we mostly use a lot in statements, but much or many in negative sentences. Like, like this one. She doesn't work much and she works too much. This sentence has a negative meaning. Too much. I'd like to live in another country, or I like to study in another country or abroad. Yeah, you can say it in one word. My friend wants to study in another place. So we use another with one thing, and one thing or person, and other with more than one thing or person. So next, thank you, thanks. We can say thank you, thanks, thank you very much, thanks a lot. And I want to call, please pay attention to these pronouns, him, her, them, and so on. They want to call me, us. And also, we have to look at this thing too. We want to know all the information, all the information, all the news, all the facts, and so on. I want to have a flat. I want to have a house. It doesn't interest me. So you know that interesting is an adjective, but interest can be a verb, like here. And if it's a verb, we need to use don't or doesn't, and we use doesn't with it. It doesn't interest me. Good. So you know that we usually play different games, play something without any prepositions. I'd like to drink a glass of water, a glass of juice, and so on. Your relative wants to rent a flat. She'd like to become an English teacher, or she'd like to be an English teacher. I'd like to go to this restaurant or to that restaurant. So you usually use this if it's near, and that if it's far. We'd like to go to the party. Please remember this structure. Go to the party, go to the cinema, go to the theater. We'd like to go to the park. But we say, remember these phrases. We go to school, we go to work. Okay? So as you remember that we had actually wonderful examples. For more practice, let's continue this list of examples. This kind of revision, and then you'll have actually new topics in the next videos. Okay, good. So I want to drink a cup of tea. We don't know it. His secretary wants a new job. They want to help me. You need more rest. I'd like to buy this beautiful dress. We need more exercises. My brother would like to play this game. I want to help you. I'd like to call her. I'd like to do it right now. I'd like to translate this word. I'd like to go to America next month. I'd like to study there. My brother doesn't want to do that homework. I want to play computer games. I need to watch these lessons. They'd like to study in the United States. I want to know it too, or I also want to know it. I need to check it. My uncle wants to sell his flat. She doesn't tell us everything. I want to buy a house. I'd like to know it right now. My friend doesn't talk to her. Very good words. I'd like to call them. My friends, I really want to thank you. I'd like to be a businessman. I need to train every day. I need to find it. I'd like to speak English fluently. I don't want to do it again. We want to play football. Your relative wants to rent a flat. I'd like to buy a house. I need to visit her. I watch this channel every day. She wants to know all the information right now. I need to call him. I don't like this place. I like another place. His secretary would like to get a new job. Next, I need to translate this text. I'd like to study there. My friend doesn't go to work on foot. They want to call me. She needs more practice. My friend needs to learn English. My friend doesn't go to concerts. He doesn't like it. I'd like to understand English speech. I need to say it. I need to study more. I want to call them. I want to drink. I'd like to write it down. I'd like to go to this party. I'd like to talk to you about this problem. She needs to go to China. We'd like to listen to music. I don't want to do it right now. I want to do it later. You see, he doesn't understand you. I don't see him. We don't work there. I also need to know it. I want to speak English fluently. I want to study in the United States. I don't do physical exercises at home. I go to the gym. I need to go to America. I need to try it. I'd like to study in this place. I'd like to go, we say I'd like to go to the restaurant. We talked about it. She'd like to study English here. She works little. I'd like to know all the news. I need to go to another place. I want to get more money. I'd like to read this book. She doesn't think so. She wants to know everything. We want to know all the information. We want to learn English with you. I need to go to work. I want to order it. I need to remember it. I need to tell you about this problem. I don't know much about politics. My parents need to work more. I really want to thank you for your support. I'd like to have a car. I'd like to know it. I'd like to say it. I need to read these books. This idea doesn't seem interesting. I'd like to study in that place. My sister doesn't want to study abroad, but I want it. I don't play computer games all day. I like sport, You need to remember that we say all day, all night without that. All day, all night. Please pay attention to these very important phrases, okay? I need to save this document. My brother doesn't know it, but I know it. I'd like to help my friend. I need to watch your English lessons. I'd like to work less to have more free time. I want to get more money, and he also wants it. She would like to sell her house. I'd like to read a book. She doesn't like her job. She wants to find another job. I need to watch that movie. Okay? Very good. I mean that really, it's a very good idea that we decided to continue this playlist, English grammar from zero. Okay, yeah. And I prepared more interesting words, phrases, and grammar structures especially for you. Okay, thank you very much, my friends. Thank you.